Hello everyone, so this is like a video just done after the Leicester game. We've just won 3-1. What a performance. it's it's one of those things, it's becoming a thing now, repetition, like muscle memory. We're doing it. It's something that I've been saying for ages now, that I think this is genuinely an Unai tactic, is to try and keep the game controlled for as long as possible. Um, if we do concede, then don't worry about it too much. As long as it's only one, we can come back from that. We've got the players to do it, especially at home. You know, we should be winning these sort of games, or getting. We should be good enough to get goals at home. Yeah, so control the game for as long as possible, and then hit them with a couple of goals and take the sting out of the game and knock them for six, and that's what we seem to be doing in most games. Now, what people will tell you is that these have been nothing games. We haven't played anyone big yet, but you know, you can't beat the teams that you've got in front of you, and that's 10 in a row now in all competitions. So, you know, happy days with that. And along those same sort of lines, people will tell you that Mesut Ozil doesn't play in the big games. The big games. Well, let me tell you, you're 1-0 down with half-time coming against Leicester at home. It's a big game. It's a big game because we've had the international break. We just won 5-1 away at Fulham, so we needed, you know, towels are up. And we need our captain to step in, and Ozil will add a captain's performance there. There's no doubt about that. The first goal was a sublime finish. Takes it first time, but the run to get into the box as well. He set the move off to start with. So not many people will talk about that. It doesn't, like I said earlier, just a minute ago, it doesn't fit the narrative of him being lazy or not turning up in big games. But I tell you, he turned up today in a big way. People will say it's only Leicester, but again, he had to do it. If he didn't do it today, then maybe he could jump on his back. But he did it. He was wearing the armband, and he nailed it. It was a 10 out of 10 man of the match performance for me. Bellerin, you'll see a lot of it on Twitter, I think, tonight. That they'll say that his pace has gone a little bit. I think he's getting better as a defender, though. I genuinely do. He might have lost that bit of pace, but I think maybe he was relying a bit too much on that to get him out of the trouble that he was getting into. So I think as an actual footballer, he's probably getting better, and maybe his pace is suffering because of that. I don't know how that would work. Maybe he's not in his head so much, you know. Maybe he's thinking, I've got to be more defensive minded rather than I'll get forward and then I can beat anyone down when I get my leg, you know, when I get my sprint on. So maybe that has been knocked out of him, but I don't know. But Rob Holding at the back could have given away a penalty, but still looking good. You know, dropping Xhaka, who was on a booking, dropping him to the left centre back. The double substitution, I'm loving it. I'm genuinely loving it because you don't know what's going to happen. That's what we haven't had for a long time. I keep saying it. I was big Arsene Wenger fan, but even I knew it was time for him to go. But it was about doing it with respect, as Mourinho would say. Now let's get on to that now. Let's get on to that now. Let's touch on it. We've done the Arsenal bit. We all know where that's going. Let's get on to the Mourinho bit with the respect, right? This guy gouged, stuck his finger in a fellow manager's eye, Tio Villanova, when he was manager of Madrid and Tio was at Barca. He publicly derided the doctor at Chelsea, Eva Cannavaro. We all know what he did with Arsene Wenger. He slid on his knees in front of Man United fans when he was manager of Porto. He ran halfway across the pitch as Inter manager. He's done a lot. These are just bits that I can name now. You've got people like Henry Winter. You've got people like John Cross. Oh my God, John Cross. And these people are cowards that write stuff in the press and then they want to light a touch paper and then not answer, not talk, not do anything about it. Oh, I've done that now. Let's just watch it go. They've seen this happen on other Twitter outlets, places like maybe AFTV, even Piers Morgan. You know, he'll the whole Papoose-gate thing he did a little while ago. He likes to touch paper and then just sits back and doesn't actually have anything to back it up with, so they won't answer or reply or, you know, turn around and say, yeah, right, maybe I got that wrong, maybe it was just fishing. But these guys, Henry Winter was the worst one. I've tweeted a picture to him today of his bit in the paper about how we need to respect Mourinho. No, we don't. No, we don't at all. He's one of the most despicable managers. I don't know what he's like as a real person off the field, but as a manager, horrible, paranoid little twerp of a Messiah complex who has done exactly what this guy's, I don't know the fella's name, sorry, from Chelsea this time around. He's done exactly to Mourinho what Mourinho's done to other people, and suddenly we're supposed to feel sorry for poor little Moo sitting there with his shot little face. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And journalists need to get out of Mourinho's backside, all right? So he won't be invited to a Man United press conference. Big deal. No, I'm not having it. And for him to bark about respect while still giving the three fingers, by the way, to the Chelsea fans, saying I won you 3 titles and giving it that to the Man United badge. You want people to talk about respect. Henry, mate, John Cross, please stop. Just stop doing it. You're making mugs of yourself, let alone anyone else. So that's that. Done. Obviously, we're only, we're sorry, it's throwing me that whole bit. So yeah, there we go. Arsenal win 3-1, moving a couple of points to the top. We're not title contenders though, but Tottenham are. Go figure. They're the flavour of the month, so of course they are. One other thing I did want to bring up, but it was mooted a little while ago, about the 39th game in the Premier League. And this is something I'd like to have your little comments on, so if you just add a little comment down there, hit the like and subscribe up here, wherever it is. The 39th game, the Premier League want to make money out of the teams, fair enough, I get that, because they make the teams make enough money from the Sky deals and whatnot, and commercial revenues and all that sort of stuff, and it's all about, that's what it's all about, and it's about growing the game. Can't really grow the game anymore in England because, you know, it's passed down, isn't it? You know, fathers to sons, mothers to daughters, fathers to daughters. It's passed down. We're getting a little bit less of that now with people, thing like with Kroenke taking over at Arsenal. So, you know, in terms of shares and stuff, they won't be moved down through families anymore because it's solely owned by Kroenke. But there isn't really that room for growth in the Premier League in England anymore. So they're moving. They're trying to break into the Asian market even more. You know, that's where they are. That's where all the clubs are at the moment. It won't be long before they really try and break into America. That'll be the next one after that. But at the moment, it's Asia because that's where it's already taken off. So they want to try and get that, and that's where they want to put this 39th game, I think. But instead of it being a league match, I was thinking maybe something along the lines of an all-star match, like they do in the in the American team sports, where they have, especially basketball, you have the West Conference and the East Conference All-Stars and whatnot, all that sort of stuff. Maybe they could do that. Maybe they could do a Premier League All-Stars team versus a wherever they're going sort of team, a Singapore or Australia team. You know, maybe that might be the way forward, rather than trying to put a game where actual Premier League points are at stake, like they do with the NFL over here now, don't they? But yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe someone else, maybe you guys have got some more thoughts on that. Honestly, this is a bit where I beg and borrow. You know, I want to beg you guys to not just follow me and like me on here, but you know, I do a podcast with Anchor, and I'd like to hear your views. This is not just me spouting off at a screen. You know, that's not what I want to do this for. I want this to become an interactive thing. Maybe, you know, this is the best that I can get, the closer I can get to, for want of a better, I don't want to name drop them again, but Arsenal Fan TV. That started off as a really good thing and lost its way. So what I wanted to start doing this for, because I think there are other fans out there. You don't have to have the same people over and over and over again. So maybe we need to. That's what I want to do. I want to get people talking. Arsenal fans. We don't even have to be Arsenal fans. Football fans talking. We can talk about Man United, and we can talk about Mourinho, and we can talk about Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City. We can talk about all of that. But that's what I want you to do. So I really want you to comment down there. I want you to hit me up on Twitter at Gooner Armchair, and just debate and engage and laugh and joke. You know, football is not supposed to be serious. We're supposed to laugh at it. We're supposed to have fun with it as well. That's why the Mourinho thing gets on my tits. But I'm loving it because I'm enjoying being an Arsenal fan at the moment. So, and I hope you guys are too. So enjoy your football. Champions League tomorrow. Juventus are coming back. Juventus are coming to Manchester. Ronaldo's coming back, so that's going to be fun to watch. And we've got the fun and games that are the Europa League on Thursday. So, yar Gunners, yar! I'm loving it. Captain Mez all the way. Have a good evening. Have a good rest of the week, and I'll see you the next time we play a game. Cheers.